I swear I've consumed more content about World of Warcraft's downfall than I've actually played World of Warcraft, which is never. And as easy as it would be to dog on WoW, I actually want to give this small disclaimer to say I don't give a shit. So I actually have an Overwatch Origins box here I bought a couple years ago to constantly remind me of my mistakes. And the reason I bring this up is because this box has a lot of free codes, one of them being for WoW. Since I never planned on playing it, I actually gave this code to a friend who used to play WoW. They played the game for about 5 minutes, got bored, and left. Now, this might seem like a dig at WoW right after I just said I do not care about the game. So let me get back to that. The reason I bring this up is because Final Fantasy XIV has a lot of what we like to call WoW refugees. People who have migrated games. And when it comes to discussion about MMOs like 14 or World of Warcraft and opinions on those games, there's a lot of tribalism, and I do not like it. I enjoy 14 for 14, not because I think WoW now sucks. So I just wanted to get this out of the way because I am not a WoW refugee. I never played WoW, and I'm probably never going to mention WoW unless I'm making fun of Baldy here. And the funny thing is it's not just WoW, but MMOs in general, I don't like. I'm not the biggest fan of MMOs. I've played a couple and I don't like them. So the question here is if I don't like MMOs, why do I like Final Fantasy so much? So let me take you back to when Linkley here was just a mere child, still shitting my pants and watching Minecraft YouTubers. And there was this one YouTuber called Shenpai.
You're gonna kill someone, you stupid fucking wizard.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
One day, I decided to log onto the forbidden website called porntwitch.tv to see this Shenpai was streaming. And the fuck is this? These seizure-inducing visuals, absurd damage numbers, overly complex HUD, and Final Fantasy 14? I thought Final Fantasy died with Kingdom Hearts 2, and you're trying to tell me they made 14 of these? So, for some reason, I just had an overwhelming hatred for this game, and vowed never to touch it. I ended up touching it. Now fast forwarding to the year of our Lord 2022, a couple of things happened. We got Cyberpunk 2077. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh yeah, little old me got a credit card. Now I can legally commit tax fraud. But also around this time, I kept hearing about this little anime MMO that was just blowing up. But being me, somebody who hated MMOs, I just brushed it off to the side. That was until December of 21, where it fucking exploded. Everyone was hearing about this game. It got so popular, the servers got so congested, they had to stop selling this game. Your wife has heard about this game. Your wife's boyfriend's boyfriend has heard about this game. And that dog, he's thinking of war crimes. And everyone was hearing about this game, except for me. I guess I had a lobotomy scheduled because I didn't hear about this game till around July. So, I started this video in November. It is not November anymore. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, and I'm sorry for your loss. I've wanted to make a video on 14 ever since I beat ARR. That was a while ago, and since then I have nearly beaten the game. I have acquired a home, nearly leveled every class, got this sick-ass clock. I also got married. But I've played so much and tried so hard to make a video on this game for so long that at this point, I don't even know what I want to make this video about. What should I talk about? The story, crafting, bosses, music, art design, character creation, dungeons, classes, raids, RP venues. This is a game that has consumed my life to the point of no return. Yet, sitting here and wanting to talk about it, I am left speechless. So let's get back to the basics. How I started A Realm Reborn. You see, this big, masculine, sexy hunk of a man you see before you now was not my first character in this game. I wanted to play a special character when I started 14. And due to, at the time, my abusive relationship with Overwatch, I wanted to play a healer specifically. So, I carefully crafted this well-designed and precisely made... I made a MILF. Shit. The land of Eorzea. Sprawling fields, dusty deserts, and overgrown forests. Lands flooded with many different races and creatures. A world in constant turmoil with you, the warrior of light, at the helm to save it. And in between fighting primals and returning to the walking sands, you can watch your local Limsa RPers or laugh at funny names. Despite all of ARR's problems, it gives you this beautiful world to immerse yourself into. But especially for first-time players, ARR gives you a magical world, a story of a secret group, fighting the forces of nature and a nearly unstoppable army, a story of political distress and forming allies for the greater good, a story of quelching several century-long wars and rooting out corruption. But before we can get any into the good content, I need you to pick me some fucking oranges. But with all the honestly unnecessary filler content out of the way, and Ultima weapons slain, peace is once again restored to Eorzea for now. But during this calm, my special character was gifted a magical Sprite Cranberry. And with this, my current character FFxiv was born. Master Scholar, Slayer of Primals, Layer of Men. Now, I could honestly spend hours going into detail about the story of Final Fantasy XIV. It is one of its strongest selling points. But that's boring. And Final Fantasy XIV, being an MMO, has a lot of what we like to call content. Now, some may say, why after a long day of work would you play a game that is basically a second job? Well, you see, the answer is simple. Because it's an addiction. There's so much side content you could do, and 101 ways you could do it. Want a mount farm? How about running trials, completing achievements, doing my favorite pastime of 2 steps away from gambling? Hell, this game even has a battle pass if you get into the PvP. Mount farming not your thing? Well, we've got a roguelike, or pseudo Minecraft, crafting and gathering. If you get far enough, you can play Stardew Valley. You can get into farming dungeons, farming loot, farming commendations. You can try to level all the classes. Honestly, there's a ton of stuff you can do. But the question is, why? Why would you put in countless hours leveling up each crafter and gatherer to 90? Well, why does anyone do anything? Greed. Oh, the precious Gil. You can buy materials, armor, mounts, and horde. Gil makes the world go round. But if you are clever enough and are able to save enough, you can accomplish your dreams. Becoming a homeowner. Gods knows you can't do that in real life. Now, a little around November, I met a special Lala. You see, this Lala may have abducted me into a wedding. I paid $40 for this. But together, as Warriors of Light, we decided that we deserved a roof over our head. And apparently saving the world several times over does not earn you enough gil for a house. So we decided to make a plan. Robber maps. Through the process of gathering, you can find things called treasure maps, a unique item that can locate chests around the world. These chests contain valuable items and the precious gil. There's also a small chance for portals. These portals can lead you into dungeons and roulettes, which give you even more chests containing even more gil and items. So we buckled our britches and got to work. We spent day after day for 3 weeks straight doing chest after chest, portal after portal, roulette after roulette, to the point where shit, Scoob, I don't even think we're in the same game anymore. But like as my friend says,
who joined?
Jello, I need a quote from you.
Okay.
You have like 5 seconds to say something. No, I can't put that in a YouTube video. Don't know what this has to do with anything, but we got 50 mil. So, in usual fashion, I'm really slow with editing, so here's a slight update. We ended up settling for a medium because apparently a lot of people in this game like getting larges. Secondly, I have actually finished the game, beaten Endwalker. currently am big sad. And I've started extreme farming. I swear to goodness, if I have to run unnamed trial one more time, I am going to pitch a fit. But ultimately, if there's anything you want to take out from this completely incoherent and inconsistent video, it's you should try Final Fantasy. There is a perfectly good free trial that lets you experience a good chunk of the game without having to pay a cent. And by the way, I'm no longer asking. But ultimately, I want to wrap this video up with a nice little bow because 14 has now become my most played video game and is probably going to remain that because I don't have a life. But if you liked this video at all, try the free trial out. Or subscribe, otherwise I'm going to become a YouTube Shorts creator.
I used to use the N-word every day.
And not the good kind.